January 2020 was the last beer mile I ran, so it's been January, February, March, April, 15 months since I've run a beer mile, so I'm a little out of practice. So I finished this beer the other night, and I've been trying to 4 to 5 times a day just fill it with water and practice my chugging. That's enough to get me there. Normally for a beer mile, I use Bud Light Platinum. I find it's not too foamy. It goes down pretty well, but it's 6% alcohol, so I feel a little buzzed afterwards. Gilbert, who I'm gonna go after in this beer mile, claims that Blue Moon bottles works really well. So we're here at Lucas Liquors to see if we can find some Blue Moon bottles. Or maybe something else that's 5%. Shopping for beers, Gilbert had suggested Blue Moon. And Blue Moon just feels a little like Boulevard Wheat. It's a little bit of a heavier beer, and so I wasn't too set on that. Perhaps I should try it. But as I was looking, I checked a couple, Blatt and Red Stripe. They were both just 4.7. But I've been rereading The Bitter Brew, the story of Anheuser-Busch. Growing up in St. Louis, I got a little nostalgia for Budweiser, and I looked it up on Untappd while I was there at Lucas Liquors. 5% alcohol. So why not go with Budweiser? I'm gonna go with my beer of choice for this particular beer mile, Budweiser, king of beers. So now it's time to practice with the beer I'll be drinking.
Here comes the king, here comes the big number one. Budweiser beer, the king is second to none. Just say Budweiser, you've said it all. Here comes the king of beer, so lift your glass, let's hear the call. Budweiser beer's the one that's leading the rest.
I forgot how miserable a beer mile can be. Nobody should do a beer mile. The full beer mile video, I'll put that together and have that up on Thursday. I'm still waiting on some footage to be shared with me. I don't want to mention any names, but the person I'm waiting on, his name rhymes with chain, as in chainsaw.
Ready, set, start your market.
Here comes the king, here comes the big number one.
Drink that beer.
Budweiser beer, the king is
You guys are totally drinking beers right now.
Just say Budweiser, you've said it all.
There goes John Frank.
King of beer, so lift your glass, let's hear the call. Budweiser beer's the one that's leading the rest. When you say Bud and Beechwood aging makes it beer.
You feel like Tommy Ribs?
When you say Bud, one taste will tell
Me neither, but those guys are running it.
so loud and clear. There's only one Budweiser beer.
Just doing it plain, no running, no nothing on my back deck. I could chug a beer in 15 seconds. I did not chug any of the beers during the race that fast. So what's helpful about videoing it is I can go back and do a fairly in-depth analysis. I did from 17 seconds to 40 seconds. And I don't want to ruin who won the race. You can watch that on Thursday. So for now, I'm just going to refer to him as Racer X. Racer X chugged beers from 10 seconds to 33 seconds. 2 chugs I did faster than he did. So during the second lap, he did it in 27 seconds, and I did it in 25 seconds. And in the third lap, he really slowed down. He did it in 35 seconds, and I did it in 22 seconds. So I think the key for me is really getting my chug time down.
Budweiser beer, the king is second to none. Just say Budweiser, you say.
My last lap was really slow, and part of the reason was I had second place wrapped up, so there was no need for me to push it. And pushing it wouldn't have gotten me to first place, so I kind of phoned it in on that fourth loop.
When you say Budweiser,
I missed the one piece.
respectable 9/11, and I finished second place. So now that I've gotten back in the beer mile arena, the big question is, do I keep going and do I reignite my goal of getting a sub 8 beer mile? And the answer is yes. I'm going to have to get a sub 8 beer mile. And I think Racer X is within my reach. He's a faster runner than I am, but he's not that strong of a chugger. And I think I can make some gains on him chugging wise and running wise. If I can get tightened up there, I think I can at least be close enough to give him a real run for his money. If you have any chugging experience or expertise, leave me your tips down below. And if you know of a beer that is 5% alcohol, so it's legal, and low on carbonation, let me know that as well. And then look for the full beer mile recap on Thursday.